Back at the calling in Antwerp, Belgium, guys, and yeah, I mean this guy beat me. He left, but he's still there. Yeah, and I conceded, and so now we are gonna have Kano on stream, guys.
I'm ready.
So
I'm ready for this.
he's cosplaying his Kano, his best Kano impression. Yeah, so that's gonna be a short game, I think. Yeah. Oh, there's a big let's go in chat. Yeah. That's gonna be some Kano action, some burning, guys. We're gonna see Team McCarthy playing Kano versus Bob the Jongh playing Briar. So yeah, how long do you expect this game to last?
Well,
like 5 minutes?
If you remember well, that was my finals at the Italian Nationals. I played into Briar with Kano. It was 4 turns actually, 1 turn too much. It was already a long game, you know. But I think that this time Kano is not gonna have it that easy. I think Briar is running Arcane Barrier. So it's gonna be a bit more difficult. It's not gonna be a red line Briar. The meta has changed a lot.
Yeah,
but still,
you can't afford to do it that way anymore.
I really don't expect this game to last more than 4 or 5 turns. But it's basically all boils down to how quick each player can find their killing pieces. And for Kano, that's either Wildfire and burning Briar to the ground, and the other way to do that is from the other side is Briar starting with a mountain, with a channel mountain, and then
Channel heroic, and yeah, there's no way you'll be able to defend everything if you're Kano.
You don't. You just hope to kill it faster, but 40 lives it's a lot, and I don't know what the list is of team is, but I think that he came pretty much a long way, and I think he has been.
He must have been. He must be ready for these very aggressive matchups. You know, you don't go all the way to. I think it's 5-1 now in this tournament, and you can't go to 5-1 with Kano without being prepared for these kinds of matchups.
And without knowing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, I see he's playing the Eye of Ophidia. Can you see it in the deck?
Yeah.
But it's probably sideboard. It's interesting that he's playing it in sideboard.
Oh yeah. Do you bring it in?
I think for me it's main deck.
Yeah.
You just accept that you have one card that doesn't block and that sometimes bricks, but
sometimes it kills you, but most of the time it's going to be useful.
Yeah, it's a very easy math. If you are drawing 4 cards per turn and you have 1 card top deck or 2 per turn, it's most probably you're going to see it in your hand and not top deck. And I do not like that he has Prism for the Crucible,
as a sleeve for the Crucible, yeah.
So I
that's
think
a weird touch when you're a Kano player.
Can we actually?
But look at this playmat now.
Yeah, okay.
The playmat makes it up, yeah.
I don't know. It's still a illusionist card, right?
Oh, Shock Charmers! What happens if there's Shock Charmers on Briar's side?
Also, this matchup it's a quick matchup, but it's definitely not an easy one. So
on either side, though.
On either
right?
side,
yeah.
I think that it really depends a lot what are they running on, especially Briar. How much AB? Whether Briar has Spell Void or not. Spell Void is actually very bad for Wizards because you don't get that card advantage that you need to close the game. It's actually, I prefer to see AB 4 than Spell Void and AB. Because it can be very, it gets 1 turn off you, and then it really is hard to get back from that. It depends a bit on the version of Kano you're playing, of course. But
well, in any case, it's going to be interesting to see, and a fast matchup for once in a while, it's easier for us to make it through this long tournament.
They are asking for the scores next to the player's name. I think we can do that somehow.
Yeah, I think we'll probably be able to do that tomorrow, maybe for the next round. I'll make sure that if we can do it, we will do it.
I think it's 5-1, 5-1. Both players are 5-1, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You probably can get the records of each player from the blog, though, if you have access to it.
Yeah.
Our friend Alex is taking care of it and is doing a very good job, and the whole team is doing everything they can to make sure that you have as much information as you can on the blog. So that's
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a lot of information there, and make sure to subscribe to
Wait,
the
there's no
channel.
Wait.
Uh,
Wait.
uh,
Wait.
uh,
Oh.
AB1.
Wait, AB1.
AB1.
So is that a free matchup then?
I think Kano has won this.
Yeah.
He's not playing the tunic. Look at that. He's not playing the tunic because he knows that he's not gonna get the third counter on the tunic.
That's the Spade Flyer cloak, obviously.
Okay,
and
guys,
then,
this is gonna be a pretty quick matchup, I think.
Okay.
On either side, I mean, Briar can still
at-
win, right?
look at that
Kano
on the
can
left
still
side.
win.
Yeah. Look at that on the left side. I love the way that plane is displayed next to the eye of Ophidia to.
It's beautiful.
Showcase
Make sure
of
to check
our
our
partnership. Yeah.
sponsor, Play In, right?
Yeah, amazing store. In Paris and in Annecy, my town now. I left Paris 2 years ago to go to Annecy, and there's another plane there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so attacking.
Starting strong.
Okay.
For 4 go again.
But doesn't matter at this point on this turn 0.
I think you still want to block as a Kano unless you have a full blue
I mean,
hand.
yeah, with Kano you have to block, but the only incentive you have as a Briar is just to make the Kano players lose as many cards as possible, so he won't be able to use the
if
hero power.
I don't know Kano's hand, I will tell you, but I would probably I cannot see because if he block with the blue one, so it does not. If you have full blue hand, you just play from top deck, push damage through first turn. You don't care.
But there you go.
That's it.
He's giving the Kano player the opportunity to come back. Oh,
But
okay.
he will not
Yeah.
play because if Kano plays, then Briar
Yeah,
gets
can
again
attack
priority
again.
and
Yeah,
can-
of course. So that's a bluffing game. Okay,
Tome.
starting with Tome.
Drawing 2 cards.
So what are you looking for in this situation? Like blues and at least one red? I think we've seen a Nether Wildfire, isn't it?
I don't know. I've seen a Tome of Fyendal and I don't
Yeah.
really like to play
But,
Tome of Fyendal. Oh,
in this matchup?
No,
Okay.
I don't like to play the card. It's a bad card in Kano. Everyone is gonna hate on me now on the chat, but I don't think you can play Tome of Fyendal unless you play one just for the life gain. But I think it's not a good card. It blocks for 2. It's yellow and it doesn't give you a
Yeah.
card or resource advantage. It's not like the Tomb of Etherwind, so I don't like the card.
But we know about the
Pitch
Azalea
activate
cult.
Kano again, and there
Yeah.
is another blue Singe, blue Sap. This might be already. This might even, this could be already meaning that Kano is losing this game. This is so
Yeah?
important. Yeah, this is so bad because you are really on a clock here. You have to get 4 light off of your opponent. You just wasted the first turn he didn't play. Second turn he had not a great hand. They decided to.
But that's the
try-
blue sap, yeah, so only one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going 3 damage through, and getting at this point your opponent should be at least at 28 or something. You're 10 lives back behind.
But now he has the other wildfire in the arsenal.
Singe is not garbage. Singe you need to play against Romai.
Trauma, yeah, to get rid of the dragons.
You need to get rid of the dragons. You need Singe as blue, and a strategy to get extra sideboard slots is to use just your blue pitch as your sideboard. So you have like blue pitch that you can use against different matchups, and you just leave as main. So you have more slots in your sideboard. That allows you to have more space for other more important cards or matchups. So
Earthfall Surge. There's a lot of reds in Bob's hand. Okay, so that's gonna be a huge snatch.
Yep.
Attacking for 9 now.
yeah, GG. I don't want to jinx
Yeah.
Kano, but this is a very bad spot. And the chat says should have buffed Sap because it will force the card to take the tunic counter, and I agree with the chat. Sap it's a very important card because you can actually sap resources from the energy counter from the
Oh yeah.
from the tunic, which has energy counters in them, and that's super important in this matchup. And I think that was also kind of a misplay for Kano. I'm sure that the team is tired after playing a whole day, Kano.
Oh, it's the eye. Oh, it's in the deck, but yeah. Maybe he used different sleeves to protect it, so he has to.
Yeah, I think you're allowed to do that. You can If you
Yeah,
have the
for the
card, you can
really important cards.
not shuffle it. I double sleeve, but I don't care. I mean, I'm playing gold, cold foil, storm
Yeah,
Strider
it doesn't
into
matter when you
a
are.
normal sleeve.
Yeah.
So I don't count, but
Okay, the white bordered lesson in lava. It looks weird in that, you know,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that
right.
border, doesn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah, but I kind of like it in a way.
it's nice.
It is nice.
But I don't like the orange sleeves.
Yeah,
I prefer
the red ones.
I play with golden sleeves, but it's
Uh-huh,
either
me
red or
too.
golden.
Mm-hmm.
Kano, it's golden.
Yeah.
Kano,
Interesting choice on Crown of Providence, obviously. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to take advantage of the card, of
I
the
mean,
effect.
I mean, maybe he has a nourishing emptiness
Yeah, yeah.
and you don't want it to hit. So it's still, you can block 3 with the crown plus tunic. I think it's not such a terrible choice. Nourishing is
Oh.
another pivot card, right?
Yeah.
Did team
This
start
is
playing
round
last week or
7.
what?
Last. Yeah, I mean that's the only explanation, you know, that he has no other headpiece to.
Yeah, there are no other
Yeah.
headpiece, or it's just, I mean, yeah, whatever other headpiece he has, I think it's still better than the crown, so probably it's the only. But
Yeah.
it's still good to block nourishing.
Yeah, but there's only one nourishing. Do you?
You don't.
Can
if
you
you have
do-
Arcane Barrier,
Oh!
you don't.
Does
Popping Striders?
what is going on?
What's
Explain to me what's going on, because I think maybe some people in
So,
the chat are
yeah,
in the
sorry.
same position as I am. So why would he do that in that situation?
So
because
what he
there's
did,
no way he's
pitched
killing him now.
No, it's gonna. He pitched the Eye of Ophidia,
Yeah. So he knows what's on
opted
top.
to- yeah. and then he banished Lesson Lava,
Mm-hmm.
and he broke the Striders because he wants. I think that. I mean,
How much damage can he make in this situation with the resources he has now?
I don't think you can.
You probably can't kill, but maybe you can put him low enough that with only AB1,
Maybe
in
he
a
has
few
Wildfire.
turns he's gonna kill him.
You maybe wants to Wildfire. Into
He has wildfire in the arsenal. We saw
If he
it.
wants to go for Wildfire now, then he can play Lesson in Lava. But I need to count. Oh, you make me count even on stream.
I mean, you asked for it.
So if he's going for Wildfire into Lesson, into Blazing, it's gonna be a big chunk of damage, but it's not lethal. But maybe that's, you need to...
When your opponent is on AB1, you know that at some point you're probably gonna be able to kill.
And he has no resource to block, so you want to make sure to fully block that. So it's gonna, here we have so it's gonna be a Aether Wildfire for 6. It's counting very well the resources here, very important to do. He then can play, he can play a Lesson in Lava. So it's gonna be a Lesson in Lava for 9. That's gonna be 15 damage. Then Blazing Ether from the top of deck. It's gonna be 6 plus 15, 21, so it's 36 damage, and that's game. Oh, but
No, he was at 37, but he'll kill him on the next.
But still game.
On the next.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's that easy sometimes.
I mean, like 5 minutes ago you said that the Kano player was dead, so I don't understand.
Well, unless you can pull this off.
Yeah.
Right?
Unless you win, you lose.
Yes. I mean, because it's really looking bad for him on
Yeah.
that. I mean, I didn't know, of course, his hand. And he had the Eye of Ophidia. He had
Wait,
4 blue
yeah.
cards in hand. So, he pumped again.
Oh, so maybe he's
He had
maybe
one
Bobby is
extra
dead
resource.
actually.
Why? I miscounted on the. Okay, he had an extra resource to pay Lesson in Lava. I didn't count very well the resources, so that's that's game.
Wow.
Kano being Kano, 22 on top. Look at that. That was an amazing performance from Kano. Of course, that's what I meant.
That's gonna be hard.
No Arcane Barrier for Kano. against Kano means that you're really, really pushing your luck, especially
Oh.
with Aether Wildfire being the card. Of course, you know. You
But
have
that's the beauty of this game, my
you
friend.
need to.
This
yes,
is amazing.
yes. But you need to understand. So when I said that Kano was very behind, because the first turn was very bad for Kano. He didn't push to damage through. He didn't push in the turns of the opponent. He didn't push damage through. He didn't push damage through in the first turn, and that was very, very bad. But then he had Wildfire in Arsenal,
Yeah.
which is very good. And then
He saw the lesson
he
in
also
lava
had
from the top of his deck.
4 blue cards in hand.
Yeah, that's the
With
perfect
the
setup.
Eye of Ophidia, which is mean, and then he saw less on like
Wow.
this can still happen. So it's like it kind of balanced out the luck, the bad luck from the beginning. But yeah, that's definitely possible. So everyone, don't do no Arcane Barrier against Kano. I don't know how many times I need to repeat this. You need Arcane Barrier. You need to keep a blue card in your hand.
Wow.
Otherwise, this is what's happening.
But this is what happened on the first round too, when Joris was playing with Icelander against a 5-player that had no AB either.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Don't respect the wizard, get burned or get frozen, I guess, by Icelander. Impressive display
I mean,
of power.
I have to defend the wizard from the chat hate Kano. It's not a mistake, guys, because it's not that strong if you actually play correctly into
Yeah.
it. The problem is that Kano
if you
predates
sideboard.
on people that don't know how to play against wizard, do not sideboard Arcane Barrier, and do misplay. The advantage of a wizard is having a game plan that your opponent cannot see through. In this case, you should be able to see through that, because if you could block 3 on that turn, so basically, let's change this. Briar has Spell Void 2. This already decreases exponentially the amount of damage that you get from that turn, and then you just can finish off Kano. And I think you just need to be very careful into playing
Yeah.
it. But don't be.
I
Let
love the
let
way
me
you
go-
defend the hero. It's very compelling.
I'm
I'm almost convinced. Are you convinced, chat,
Are you convinced, Chad?
that Kano is important for the meta game?
Super important.
I love this game, so I guess in a way it's good that it's healthy for the game that something like this exists.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Actually,
Okay, Oliarias is is convinced.
I have to say that when I play against people using wizard, I do want to tell them, because especially new players, I do want to tell them, don't do that. Don't use the last card in your hand. Of course, I'm gonna win out of that, so I'm not. But after the game, I always explain them, no, that was a mistake, and then I'm always trying to educate people how to play against wizard, which goes to my disadvantage. But I think it's important because then people also are less frustrated, because I think that there is a reason why you can see this, but then in the top 8 of very important tournaments, Kano doesn't win. Because if players are good and prepared, it's very, very hard to play versus Kano, unless I will find the perfect brew that will kill everyone and scorch the ground around me. But until that point, I think Kano it's not a tier S hero, unfortunately, and it has still a lot of problems. But that all comes down to how good are players to play against him.
Definitely. Well, it was fun. I was happy to cast this game with you because obviously there's an expert, so you can't avoid that. But yeah, we still have some time to check out the next game and to think about the next round. Maybe talk and have an interview with some of the guys. Do you guys want to have an interview? Do you guys want us to do an interview with anyone that's playing today? Yeah, we'll try to get Leo, but I've done some investigation and I'm not even sure he exists. So, you want an interview with Kale? Okay, I'll get Kale as soon as he's done. Interview the Kano player. Can you go get him? Yeah, maybe I can do an interview with team. Do just one in an impressive fashion. And I'll be sure to get Kale for an interview later today because it's always fun to talk to him. And he's also one of the best players in the world, obviously, so that's always interesting. Oh, sorry, Kiki, yeah. It's not a good idea to go cook as soon as the game is starting because it's going to be over very, very, very fast. Sorry. Yeah. I tried to ask if I could hit them, but they said no instantly. Oh, team is coming! Go do it, yeah. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
And that was impressive. So that's Team McCarthy that just won with Kano. So maybe chat will ask you questions, and I'll leave you with another expert, another Kano expert. I don't know if you know him, but
Yeah, I
he's a
know.
very good
I've watched
player,
his
so-
videos,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So I'll leave you to it, guys.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, hi. Congrats again for the
Thank
win.
you.
What's
Thank
your
you.
name?
Tim.
So Tim, congrats on the win. You're doing 5-1 today, right?
I am doing 5-1 with Kano, correct.
What did you play against so far?
I played Viserai, and then Bolton, who was 1-0, another Viserai, Dromai, Oldham, which I lost to,
Okay.
and now Briar.
So you won against Dromai.
He played very defensively. He played
Okay.
too scared, and
Okay.
he used his Oasis Respite on my turn
Okay.
to block 6 damage, I think, in total, and then the next time I managed to blow him out because
Yeah.
I saw him use it. Yeah.
So actually, it is problematic to not respect Kano, as just happened, and to respect him too much.
Yeah.
Both things. You need to be very balanced and very, expert. Not even expert. You need to be very aware of what Kano can do to be able to play good against him, right? What wouldn't you say?
If you know what Kano can do, you can really destroy him. You can, I mean, if you keep even one AB, one resource per turn, you can really stop 5-10 damage really easily, and his combo becomes pretty useless.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
a lot of my opponents today were only bringing 1 AB. Even the Bolton had 0 AB, so I mean,
Nice.
when you can't, he had skull caps, so I went below 10 life first,
Yeah, you just
and then
wait and then.
yeah, just play my potions and then blow him up. Yeah.
Nice. So, would you like to share a bit about your deck list, or you want to because you're still playing tomorrow, so if you don't feel comfortable with it, it's completely fine. I don't want a complete deck list, but maybe just some ideas. Is it
Okay.
a very standard Kano list, or do you have anything like special that's you really like doing that's completely different from what everyone else is doing?
There's nothing completely different I do. I run Nourishing Emptiness into Dromai and 2 Aether Dart, and that's it.
Okay.
I find when I play more than 2 Aether Dart, if I'm drawing a hand with an Aether Dart and they don't have a dragon I want to kill, even if it's like a Kyloria,
Yeah.
I just want to do damage to them, or I'll probably usually end up blocking with it rather than killing them with a, and it's just a red that clicks up your hand a lot of the time. I cut Swell Tidings into everything apart from Oldhim and Fatigue decks,
Okay.
and I play Snapback and Aether Flare into everything because
Yeah, of course.
I find it's just so strong. I didn't play it for a long time. I used to play 35 blues, all the 2-cost spells, and I found I just wasn't doing enough damage. And when you draw Swell Tidings off the Ragamuffin hat, you immediately lose the game pretty much, because like it's a red. But when you draw either Aether Flare or Snapback, it's amazing. Especially if you. This happened in a game today. It's happened many times. Pitch, Tome of the Eighth Window, Tome of Fiendel, draw 2. You draw a red Snapback on the turn you're trying to combo. Usually it would be super bad, but you can just play it out on the combo turn, and suddenly, if it was a red 2-cost spell, you're just screwed and you just lose the game.
I don't like cost 2 spells. I actually, in CC, I almost run not cost 2 because that one extra cost, it really destroys your complete game. Since it's exponential, one resource that doesn't get you a lot of damage can be completely devastating. For one resource missing, you miss like 40 damage or something. Maybe not 40,
You can
but
miss
you
like
can miss
7
20.
damage. If you're trying to do a double, if you're trying to do Aether Wildfire, spell,
Yeah.
Blazing Aether, one resource into the Aether Wildfire is 7 damage. So yeah, it can really cost you, and yeah, it's
So if
just
you
strong
extra
cards.
spell plus what you get out of the blazing, it's like 15 to 20 damage that you can lose from that, depending, of course, on the case and what's going on.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is there any is there any question from the chat for you? Let's see. LSS cheers are gorgeous. I agree.
Oh yeah, this game that I just played was a massive high roll. I opt to with either Fidia, blue and lessons, which is just like amazing.
When I high roll them off the planet, I go take a shower sometimes because they feel dirty.
Yeah, I've killed I killed the bolt.
We make best is asking
Oh, yeah?
to tell you what I said about the Tomb of Fayendal. I really don't like the Tomb of Fayendal.
I love Tomb of Fayendal.
Why do you like it?
With snapback, it's a lot better. If you don't play snapback, it's a pretty useless card.
No, but the fact is that you don't get value out of it. You just see more cards.
Yeah, but seeing more
Because
cards is the value.
Yeah, but I think that the problem is that you still have to pay 1.
Yeah.
So it's not like the Tomb of Etherwind that it's just get you an extra resource of the play. It pitches for 2 and it blocks for 2. So it's a very awkward card to have in the deck. Unless you see it top deck. If you have it in your hand, it's a very bad hand.
For me, I like it a lot because a lot of times, especially into slower decks, I will do Aether Wildfire, Aether Spindle.
Yeah.
And if I know I have 3 tomes, if I have 3 Tome of Fiendals left in the deck, I'll keep 1 resource floating, so I can draw 2 blues if I hit it, of course. You might not hit it, but that's one of the reasons I like it. I like to play it from Arsenal a lot. Just see more cards. And especially when you draw a hand of all blues, I run 34 blues, so you see 4 blue hands a lot, and when you see that with a Tome of Fiendo and Arsenal, it's like, I just get to see as many cards as possible and get closer to my combo. If I have it.
I agree. I understand. I do like to play more like just knowing what cards are in the deck, counting probabilities, and trying to just. I know that's mostly like what's the chance of getting a 0 cost card off top of my deck, and what's the value I can get from that. So, and I really don't like because some matchups are kind of too fast. So, if you play with a Tome, it's a weird card. You need to Arsenal somehow, and against some matchups it's too slow. It's not blocking well. It's kind of awkward. And then again, if you want to side it out, you kind of don't have the place for that. If you play Sonic Boom, I think you have to choose whether to play Sonic Boom or that. I do not play Sonic Boom in CC actually.
I play 2 into aggro.
Yeah, but I prefer to Sonic Boom. I prefer. Today I have this problem. Today I do not remember names of cards. It's pitch for 1. It's pitch for 2, cost 1, and you play the next one as an instant if you already
Chain
played.
Lightning.
Thank you, Chain Lightning. Guys, today it's very bad with card names. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Chain Lightning. I actually really like to play Chain Lightning.
I hate Chain Lightning.
It's I guess.
You're the other type of Kano player, right?
Yeah.
Do you play Reverberate by any chance?
No, I prefer Chain Lightning because you can actually do very big combos out of it. You have to kind of course, it's kind of the other side of the coin. If you on after Wildfire with 1 resource, you get huge value out of that because you can create crazy lines out of that.
Oh yeah.
But of course, you cannot play Sonic Boom if you play that. It's kind of.
I like Potion of Deja Vu a lot as well, and that makes Tome and Sonic Boom a lot better. Actually, today in one of my games, I popped Potion of Deja Vu on my own turn.
Oh,
it was.
I don't play Potion of Deja Vu.
What? Do you play Aether Quickening? What do you play?
I do play Aether Quickening.
Why? Why? It's
it's kind of. It's a very tempo list for CC.
Okay, yeah.
And for in Blitz it's very different, but it's Blitz I even play this the defense reaction that gives you extra arcane damage.
Oh my god, the 1 for 4.
Yeah, in Blitz
+2.
it's I still don't remember. It's Ether Blessing of Ether. No, that's the aura.
I used to play that card when I stopped playing.
No, anyways, that card it's amazing in Blitz. It's actually
I
very
don't remember
very
the name.
In Blitz, I never lost a game since I played that Blitz. It's amazing. But of course, you need to know how to play. And I think that the beauty of Kano is that you can take different perspective on the deck, and you do get your advantage from your opponent not really knowing what you're doing.
Yeah, and especially when they don't have Spell Void or AB2, it makes it a lot easier. I will say, I've only been playing Kano for about 1 or 2 months, and like all these YouTubers, like you, We Make Best, Arsenal Pass, it helps so much to get past that stage where you're just losing 10 games, 20 games in a row. You don't win a single game.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, hey Tim, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It was very cool to see you play. Best
Thank
of
you.
luck for the next round,
Thank
and
you.
hope to see you tomorrow in the top 8.
I hope so. Yeah,
Come on, go win
I
that.
wasn't even expecting day 2. I didn't expect to win a single game.
It's an amazing result. Best of luck
Thank
for
you
the
so much.
continuation chat. Give it up for
Oh wait, I'll
for
explain
Tim.
quickly.
Yeah.
Someone asked why around 34. It's just so because the meta is so aggro, you have to hit a blue off. What's the card? Ragamuffins hat, and being above 50% on that is you just need to hit. If you hit a red, you just lose the game. So playing as many blues as possible is what I do. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for the chat, for all the support. I'll do my best in the next round.
Hope to see you tomorrow in the top tables.
Hopefully, yeah. Anyway,
Have a great day.
Have a good one. Yeah, thank you so much.
Guys, at this point, we are going to come back in a few, like it's gonna be a bit of a break because we have to wait for the last round of the day. I'm not gonna be here anymore today. This is my last step of the stream. I will come back tomorrow morning anyways, and then for the top 8 in the afternoon. So yeah, thanks so much for joining us today. Here is Roman coming to say goodbye.
I'm Pietro. Yeah.
And it was very nice to be here with you guys. It was an amazing day. It was I had a lot of fun. I hope you did as well. Thank again to Roman and the Eye of Ophidia for
It was an
all the
absolute
great
pleasure, my friend. But we'll
work.
see you tomorrow anyway. So it's not.
Thank
It's just goodbye.
And if you are at the venue, after the last round, come check out the cosplayer competition. We have a few cosplayers with amazing costume. I'll be there judging that.
Can you believe
Let's
that?
see.
But he's an expert. You've seen his costumes,
I
his
am
Kano
there.
costumes, so he knows what he's talking about, obviously. But yeah, so that's going to be a great cosplay competition after this one. We'll try to catch it live, but maybe we won't be able to. But in any case, we'll film it so we can show you what happened and the great costumes that we have here today. The great cosplayers. So yeah, just stay tuned. We'll be right back with another round in a few minutes. At least some more information. Talk to you soon.